Hey everyone, it's Rob with Passport to the Parks, and today is Thursday, July 11th, and I'm here at Disney's Pop Century and Art of Animation to check on the Disney Skyliner station. The walls around the bathroom have come down, so we're going to take a look at that and see what else they have going on here. And we also have some really exciting news about an opening date for the Skyliner. So I cannot wait to share this with you guys. So stay tuned. We're going to walk a little closer and we're going to see what's going on. Check out passporttotheparks.com. See all kinds of great information there. And please subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't done that. It's truly appreciated. So with that being said, let's take a little walk. We'll check it out. So as we get closer to the station here at Art of Animation and Pop Century, we can see that they're doing some work on the exterior. There's actually two crewmen there and a raft, and it looks like they're putting some pavement over the side, the foundation. They were out there the other day and they were pulling all the 2x4 kind of support boards off of the side. So now they're going back and they're just smoothing it over and putting some final touches. Then we can also see there's some crews over there by one of those white buildings. And again, not 100% sure what they're going to do with these white buildings. If they're going to stay, if they're going to go. I'm hoping that they will go, but when I see this here, if we zoom really close in, you can actually see there's a doorway there, but there also looks like a window facing the interior of the station. So I'm wondering if that might be some sort of a control center or an operations room in there of some sort. So that building might land up staying. Maybe this one on this side will go. Maybe they're both staying, maybe they're both going. We won't see until the very end. But again, the original concept art didn't really show these buildings. On this far building that we're looking at here, it kind of looks like a fenced area, or it could possibly be that building, but it's definitely not white. So it's kind of up in the air right now. We'll have to wait and see. But it really looks beautiful right now. It's pretty darn near complete. I know the fence was down on one side, so we're going to keep walking around. We're going to see that the bathroom, make sure that fence is down, and kind of go from there, and we'll talk about everything else exciting going on. So not 100% sure what they're doing. It doesn't look like they're putting any cement up or anything right now. It actually looks like they might just be cleaning it with some sort of a solution. Maybe somebody in the comments could let me know what they're doing if you do any of this kind of work. It just could be preparing it for a final finish, but definitely does not look like any concrete going up right now. It's kind of funny to see what they're actually floating on. It's like a makeshift raft. It looks like something Tom Sawyer would have floated up the Mississippi on, but millions and millions and millions of dollars going to the Skyliner, and this is the apparatus that they're using to come out on the water. Kind of funny, but hey, it gets the job done, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So looks like it's might be a little fun to ride too. They're probably having a good time out there. Let me zoom out a little bit, get a really nice shot of what the station looks like. Now, they have not been running the gondolas. I was here 2 or 3 days ago when I saw that the walls had originally come down on the one side, and they had ran the gondolas out halfway. They ran them into the station, they stopped, and then they ran them back to Caribbean Beach. And since then, I have not personally seen them come back out. I've seen people posting pictures online, and the gondolas are not out on the line. So I'm not 100% sure why they're not coming out for the past 2 days or so. If there's an issue, or if that's just something standard, if they're doing something inside the station that they're not running them through. Maybe just some of the final touches like this, and they don't need to run them through right now. But we'll have to keep an eye on that and see exactly what's going on. Hey, look at that, beautiful reflections in the water again. I love reflections. Now, when I was here just about 2 days ago, they did have this wall down. Half of this wall had come down, but they had, I believe it was like a little fence area that you couldn't walk past right about this point here. Now, they've actually opened that up so you can walk right up to the Generation Gap Bridge fence, and you can see really clearly inside the station. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So this is pretty incredible. This is the closest that I have been to any one of the stations. I mean, this is literally like you are just walking right inside. I mean, it's right here. It is amazing. You can actually, this is kind of funny, but I actually smell the station. It's got like that new car smell coming out of the station. It's pretty amazing. These two gondolas are sitting in here, the Beauty and the Beast and our friend Mr. Yellow gondola there. This one was actually wrapped in plastic the other day, so I don't know why that was. Just a clear plastic. I hadn't seen that before, but he's sitting there and ready to go, and curious to know why they are not running. Everything looks to be on the up and up in here, so Really, really cool to see. Definitely a lot of progress. They got a little bit of work back here to do still. Some makeshift fences and things that'll probably need to come down. You can see how it's going to be gated off. Maybe those are the entrance gates. They kind of roll to the side and then they roll back. If you zoom in right here, they're on wheels, so they'll just pull these fences shut whenever they want to close the station at night, which is pretty cool. You get a really beautiful view as you look down the side of the station. Would be nice if those gondolas were running right now, but still get a great idea of what it looks like. This is so exciting. I mean, I can literally almost just reach out and touch inside the station. I want to touch one of those gondolas and just experience that. Very beautiful. The colors are bright, they're vibrant. I love the look of this station. It's just so retro, it's so cool, and it's perfect here. You can see some of the inner workings of the track when we zoom in a little bit here. This is really neat to look at. That mechanism right there is used to open and close the door. So as the gondola comes around the track, and the hanger arm has a lever that gets pushed down or pushed up by that mechanism, and that's what opens and closes the door. And this again is the rear track. This is where the wheelchairs or scooters would load. You can bring the gondolas back here and stop them for as long as you need. You can see there's actually a control panel right there. They'd have a dispatcher that would be able to start and stop whenever would be needed. And there should be that same control panel should be in the front track as well. So the dispatchers would have total ability to start and stop or do whatever they would need for safety reasons and keep track of what's going on with the gondolas. You know, the closer that I look at both of these buildings, it does look like they were built to be pretty permanent here. I mean, they have the lighting that's literally on the sides here. They have exit signs, they have fire alarm apparatus on the sides. This is interesting too. Down here you can see underneath they have all this intricate pipe work. Now I don't know if that's for electrical lines, plumbing lines, or whatever might be in there, but that actually runs right underneath this building right here. So whatever it is, it definitely seems like a control center, if it's power, if there's any sort of restroom facility for the crews that are working here. So it looks like both of these buildings are probably going to stay. So this giant sea turtle decided to come up and say hello here at Hourglass Lake. He gets to hang out by the Disney Skyliner station all day, which is pretty cool. So we'll take a look at the view that he gets to see right there. How impressive is that? So all right, the walls are indeed down around the Skyliner station bathroom. The only thing separating us now from that brand new bathroom experience are these orange cones with the little rails across. It says the bathrooms are not in service, but it does look like there are 2 bathrooms compatible for both male and female, so you can pick the one you'd like to use. There's some drinking fountains and also a custodial room. Looks like it'll be lit up really well, and again, it matches perfectly with that retro look of the Skyliner station itself. So right behind the Skyliner bathroom is the backup electrical system. Now the Skyliner runs on electricity. I believe Doc Brown said it best when he said this sucker's electrical runs on 1.21 gigawatts. So I'm not quite sure if that's the case because we definitely don't want to see a bolt of lightning to power this station at all, but there is a backup generator back here. It's made by Kohler. I'm assuming it's probably a natural gas backup generator. I am not a power guy, I'm not a natural gas guy, so I don't know really anything about this. So if you guys know anything about it, you want to drop some comments and tell us all about it, that would be pretty awesome. We can all learn together. But it's located pretty close to the station itself. And again, if there's any power outages, then this backup generator can kick in and be able to get the gondolas at least back to the stations to get the guests off board. All right, this is good news. Here they come. One by one, they'll start coming from the Caribbean beach over to Pop Century and Art of Animation. I love watching them come in like this. That looks amazing. I don't even have to say anything. We can just watch it. And then we can see as Grumpy slowly starts making his way through the station. And they're sleepy as well. There you go, the doors open, it'll make the turn. So guests would be unloading from this side, and as it would turn around, guests could walk on board, and then the doors would close, and then out you go. Okay, so the main reason we are here today is to share some very exciting news about when the Disney Skyliner is going to open. Disney's official word has been the fall, and it actually still remains as the official word as being sometime in the fall. Now, the fall starts on September 23rd, which just seems like forever away. There's been all kinds of speculation, all kinds of rumors floating around lately, and if you've been following along with me, we've talked about it for months, about the possibility of getting open prior to Galaxy's Edge. It just makes a lot of sense. There's going to, be so many people that is coming in for Galaxy's Edge. I'm sure they would love to have the Skyliner open. So like I said, there's been things floating around about projected dates and things like that. And I don't really like to talk about that until I've confirmed things for myself. And I have, through a very reliable inside source, through Doppelmayr, that August 28th is the projected opening date for the Disney Skyliner. Now that does come with a catch. They are only going to open 2 of the lines. The line here from Pop Century and Art of Animation over to Caribbean Beach, and then the line from Caribbean Beach over to Hollywood Studios. They're not going to open that Epcot line just due to the various construction that they still have going on through the Riviera and Ratatouille. So these 2 lines will be open, projected by August 28th, which is the day before Galaxy's Edge. That is really awesome news, really exciting news. It's just been so amazing to follow along and see all the progress over the past couple years. I've been able to see towers erected, the cables being run, the first pillar going up at the International Gateway, watching the first hangar arm going over in the middle of the night from Caribbean Beach over to Hollywood Studios, then watching the maintenance gondolas appear and the very first passenger gondolas, and then when they took those wraps off, how exciting was that? So it's going to be pretty emotional when we finally do get to ride the Skyliner. I hope definitely that I'm among the first that can get on there, just not for me, but to really share it with you guys and just share that first experience. I think it's going to be pretty amazing. So I'm really looking forward to it. So again, August 28th, definitely projected opening date for the Disney Skyliner, the 2 lines. Really going to be a lot of fun. So I am super excited. I hope you guys are too. Follow passporttotheparks.com. All kinds of great information there. Follow all the social media here, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And if you haven't subscribed here on YouTube, I really would appreciate you doing so. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye.